Let's have a party all night long, all night long. All the music's going strong. Let's have a party all night long, all night long. Everyone will sing along, 'cause it's a good time all night long, all night long. For the music's going strong. When you can see the rain and come across this big old land, playing on the favorite songs, tell your friends to come along. It's a party all night long, all night long. Everyone will sing along. It's a good time all night long, all night long. For the music's going strong. Let's have a party all night long, all night long. Everyone will sing along. 'Cause it's a good time all night long, all night long. For the music's going strong. It's that rock and roll, what you're being for it. It's like for the music in the air. Let's have a party all night long, all night long. Everyone will sing along. 'Cause it's a good time all night long, all night long. For the music's going strong. Alright, there you go. Let's have a party all night long. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Mr. Paul Privy on the drums. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Paul Privy. Let's get those hands clapping with the polka beat. We're going to do one for you off our latest recording. Here's James on the vocals. This one called Polka. Polka, Polka, yes, and they insist. Póki ocie słowa, póki no nie szkoda. Pole, rocie, pole, zostań ze mną jeszcze. Się do rana tańczy, tańczy, tańczy. Hej! Pole, rocie, pole, yes, and they insist. Póki ocie słowa, póki no nie szkoda. Pole, rocie, pole, zostań ze mną jeszcze. Się do rana tańczy, tańczy, tańczy. Hej! Idzie na brak, miałem cały świat i tak tuleli zapatrzeni siebie. Mówiłaś do mnie tak, nigdy nie tylko ja. Myśli to miłość chyba jeszcze nie wiem, jeszcze nie wiem. Olej, macie olej, wiecie leje czysta, póki już jest mowa, póki nam jest mowa. Polej, bracie, polej, zostań ze mną jeszcze, czego ranę tańczyć, tańczyć czas rozbić. Hej! Opa! Odmieniam czas wszystko, mieliśmy godzin brak, muzyczny jest jak temperatura, polej, właśnie polej, jeszcze leje się tam, póki już jest woda, póki nam jest woda. Polej, właśnie polej, zostań za mną jeszcze, czego ranę będzie, tańczy tam po chwili. Polej, właśnie polej, jeszcze leje czysta, póki już jest woda, póki nam jest woda. Polej, właśnie polej, zostań ze mną jeszcze, czego ranę będzie, tańczy tam po chwili. Polej, właśnie polej, jeszcze leje czysta, póki już jest woda, póki nam jest woda. Polej, właśnie polej, zostań ze mną jeszcze, czego ranę tańczy, tańczy tam po chwili. Hey!
Hey, there you go. That's one called Pole, Bracie Pole. All right now we're going to do a tune for you. We need everybody up and out of your seats. You don't need to be on the dance floor, but we need you to get up, stretch a little bit. Come on, play along with the DynaBrass. Everybody up. It's good for you. It's good for the heart. And what better than polka music for the heart, right? This tune was the #1 song for the IPA and the USBA back in 2017. It goes a little bit like this. Everybody to the left. Everybody to your right. You take one step forward or one step back. Let's dance all night.
Everybody to the left, everybody to the right. Take one step forward, one step back. We're gonna dance all night. Now level to the left, now bravo to the right. Take one step forward, one step back. We're gonna dance all night. Sunday morning, I feel so bad, I make me tired and weak. On Monday morning, I got the blues, so I'm not hard to sleep. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, break some more, Friday morning too. On Friday night, I feel alright, 'cause I wanna dance with you. Everybody to the left, everybody to the right. One step forward, one step back, we're gonna dance all night. Bravo to the left, now bravo to the right. Take one step forward, one step back. We're gonna dance all night. Here we are, all night long. All I really wanted to see a boy get mad on the dance floor. We never hold my tune. Well, you're too sexy for my own too. Way too good to be true. Make you get danceable, 'cause I wanna dance with you. Everybody to the left, everybody to the right. Take one step forward, one step back. We're gonna dance all night. Bravo to the left, bravo to the right. Take one step forward, one step back. We're gonna dance all night. Sunday morning, I feel so bad, make me tired and weak. Now Monday morning, I'm on the blues, so I'm not on repeat. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, break some more, Thursday morning too. Just Friday night, I feel alright, but now I can't dance with you. Everybody to the left, Everybody to the right. One step forward, one step back. We're gonna dance all night. Now rebel to the left, now rebel to the right. Take one step forward, one step back. We're gonna dance all night. Everybody to the left, everybody to the right. Take one step forward, one step back. We're gonna dance all night. Now rebel to the left, now rebel to the right. Take one step forward, one step back. We're gonna dance all night. Go, 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 go.
There you go, that's one called Dance All Night. We're going to get one more polka for you right now. And we're going to feature Jimmy Mack on a tune that he recorded with the DynaBrass back in 1992. In the Heat of the Night one, those Connecticut Twins hit. Here's one called The Oriental Hula. Do this one especially for Larry and Diane. Here we go for you. Oriental Hula. And also, let's do this one for Bob and Arthur. Thanks for being here today. Here we go. Oriental Hula. Jimmy Mochkevich Jr., one called the Oriental Hula. Thank you.
Wow. My heart beats still. Woo.
All right, we're going to do Obetic for you right now. Here's the Jeff Malesko original. We'd like to do this one especially for Jennifer and Nina with us today. Here we go for you off the In the Heat of the Night recording, one called Give Me Your Heart, Obetic.
Gaze into your eyes so true, my heart just melts and I fall for you. 'Cause you got a way that just gets in my soul. When I hold you, I don't wanna let go. 'Cause you got a way that just gets in my soul. When I hold you, I don't wanna let go. So put down your feet and don't have to. I'm just a guy. Give me your heart and I'll give you my soul. Hold me forever, forever to go. Just give me your heart and I'll give you my soul. Hold me forever, forever to go. You're on my mind, all I can do is smile. So you're the girl I love all my life. I want you forever, you'll be my wife. So you're the girl I will love all my life. I want you forever, you'll be my wife. So you ain't no more, and don't let me go. Why would I talk to you? I know you can't go. I'll always love you. I bring my body, will never part. I'll always love you, even when we're apart. I bring my body, will never part.
And there you go, a better time. This one called Give Me Your Heart.
I lost my girl.
All right. Here we go, polka time for you right now. We're going to do this one off of the In the Heat of the Night recording. Or The Dream Lives On, one of those two. Actually, buy them both and you'll get the song, guaranteed. Here we go for you, Chase on the vocal, I Promise My Girl.
Naturalną góralkę, gdy serce daleki i powiada moja luba, żegnam się na wieki. Powiada moja luba, żegnam się na wieki. dobrze trudni czasie. Do kościoła, zaprowadem na ślub do kościoła. Zaprowadem na ślub do kościoła. Jaroczek dzień ludzi, a nawijać miasta, a góra zapomniała o słowach kochania. Góra zapomniała o słowach kochania. Przed chwilą, która ma nadzieję w sercu. Lubię sobie do kościoła i dziś światło wszędzie. I do niego, co to dzisiaj będzie. I do kościoła, co to dzisiaj będzie. Oj góralu, jak ci Bóg życzę, że pomimo na
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. That's one called I Lost My Girl. I'm going to get another polka in for you and then waltz time coming your way. Here's one off our latest recording, 10 and 5. Chase on the vocal here. One called I Got My Baby Back.
Up and down the street, I got my baby back. Never thought life could be so sweet. I got my baby back. I feel like I could walk on air. I got my baby back. I've got no worries, I've got no cares. I got my baby back. Oh, my life is back on track. Oh, I got my baby back. Oh, whoa, I got my baby's back. From morning to night, I got my baby back. Dancing her by the candlelight. I got my baby back. I buy her flowers every day. I got my baby back. This time baby she's a stay. I got my baby back. Oh,
Thank you. That's one called I Got My Baby Back. Right, it's waltz time for you right now. Slowing it down to waltz time, we're going to do one off of our Dance All Night recording. Here's Chris on the vocal. Beautiful waltz for you. Here's one called An Accordion Started to Play. Here we go.
We ain't running the moon, doing old-fashioned tune. In the accordion started to play. As we dance through the strings of a sweet melody, like our children far away. There's a place long ago where we both used to go, where we danced, living all of the days, where Rome stars were never in all kinds of weather, at night, holding hours away. As we walk down the road to an old-fashioned tune, I knew you had something to say. If you told me you loved me, you'll always be mine. I could be in an accordion way. All the good times we had, and the bad times we had, happy memories and good identities. And that gold flag again that you placed on my hand, that wonderful day long ago. Oh, sweet memories in my mind, so good is the wonder that I love you so. As we walk down the road to an old-fashioned tune, I knew you had something to say. If you told me you loved me, you'll always be mine. I can hear you in the morning and pray.
That's a classic. I know that. Dick Miller.
There's Chris on the vocal, one called An Accordion Started to Play. We're going to keep it waltz time
I
for
like
you
that
right
too.
now. Here's an
Mayway
old,
Polish
very lush
song.
classic for you.
I got that too.
Here's Jason on another
yes.
vocal for you, one called
Two of
I'll Build
my
You a Home
favorite
Waltz.
events.
For all the waltz
places to go for
dancers
music.
out on the floor. Here we go.
Thank you.
That kind of music is
Yeah.
That when you're not
on the vocal, the very last classic, I'll Build You a Home. All right, getting you back up to polka time right now. We'll do this one off the very first DynaBrass CD, off The Dream Lives On. Here we go for you. It's one called Tonight's the Night.
Oh, yeah.
Just also like to take a moment to remind you the 50-50 is still going on. Make sure to get your tickets. On the telephone, season some scenes of soul real alone. I got my book and thought I wanna eat around. I gotta be every night we will be on. Tonight's the night we'll start our life together. And now this night to roll the hearts we go as one. And when I look into her eyes, I see the love that's only mine. Tonight's the night we'll start a journey of love. Never thought I'd go tonight to see. I found that girl I call my own right next to me. But now I look and turn around because my baby's back in town. She loves me and I will never let her down. Tonight's the night we'll start our life together. And now this night two lonely hearts will go hand in hand. And when I look into her eyes, I'll see the love that's only mine. Tonight's the night we'll start a journey of love.
Thank you. That's one called Tonight's the Night. All right, we're going to do one for you right now. This one off of our 2020 Polkas recording. I'd like to remind you that we do have all of the DynaBrass available CDs here at the bandstand. Also our DynaBrass t-shirts. We'd love to have you take some of our merchandise home with you. Here we go. It's one called Someday You'll Love Me.
Might be crazy, thinking you might love me, maybe. Or I found it overflowing. Take it like I know where it's going. Someday you'll love me, written in the stars. Someday you'll need me, you'll hold me in my heart. Someday you'll want me, just as much as I want you. Someday you'll love me, I will be the one. Someday you'll please, all that I will come. Someday you'll love me, just as much much as I want to. Someday you'll love me, I'll be the one. Someday you'll need me, all I will come. Someday you'll love me, just as much as I love you. Just as much as I love you. Someday you'll love me, maybe in the start. Someday you'll need me, I'll hold you in my arms. Someday you'll want me, just as much as I want to. Someday you'll love me, I will be the one. Someday you'll need me, all that I will come. Someday you'll love me, just as much as I love you. Just as much as I love you.
All right, there you go. That's called Someday You'll Love Me. All right, how about an obetic or two for you right now? We're going to feature Jack on the vocal for you. Here we go. It's one called Tam pod Krakowem, the Tululu obetic. We'd like to remind you still, the kitchen is open. Great Polish food over there, and if you're not going to eat it here, you can get a plate to go, for sure. That's what we'll be doing. Here we go, one called Tam pod Krakowem, the Tululu obetic.
Hey.
Krakowem na moju, tam pod Krakowem na moju, Tululu. Wybija Jasiu na koniu, tam pod Krakowem na moju, Tululu. Wybija Jasiu na koniu. Maszynkazanem chodziła, maszynkazanem chodziła, Tululu. Dziewczyna ręku nosiła, maszynkazanem chodziła, Tululu. Dziewczyna ręku nosiła. Jasieńku, jest miłeś, że tak Jasieńku, jest miłeś, Tululu. Ziemi Polisia mówiłeś, że tak Jasieńku, jest miłeś, Tululu. Ziemi Polisia mówiłeś.
this one called Tom pod Krakowie, where the two live. Well back. Right now we're going to do the 50-50 raffle.
And we'll be back after it.